So, in honor of it being the back to school season that we all know and love, considering I graduated college about 3 years ago now, and I feel like an old man, I thought it made sense for me to make this video about all the things that I wish I knew going into college or going into senior year of college, studying business as someone who is now a full-time entrepreneur. So, a little bit about my story because that's always important to share. I went to college for 4 years to get an undergraduate degree in marketing, and I graduated in 2022. And then I stayed in school, although online, to get my master's in business analytics. And I only have like 2 classes of that left that I'm going to be finishing up over the next few months. So in this video, I want to talk about everything that I wish someone sat me down and told me going into college, or at least to try to save me in the last minute, tell me before going into senior year of college. Now, this video is going to be focused on people who are studying business. If you're a business major, if you're doing marketing, if you're doing entrepreneurship, finance, accounting, whatever it may be, this will apply to you. Now, the first thing that I wish I was told was, and you probably hear this a lot, is network, network, network. However, the way I look at it now, based on my experience and when thinking back, is don't network so that you can land a good internship, or that so you can make a bunch of friends, or network to get a good job after college. For me, it's more than that. I wish I went into college thinking as more of an entrepreneur. Like, how can I get myself out of that corporate life? Although many people shit on college, they'll tell you such a waste of time, it's useless, you don't need to go to college to become an entrepreneur. It is a very, very rare situation and a rare place where you have many, many smart and intelligent minds around you. There's going to be a lot of idiots, but there's also going to be many, many geniuses right there on your college campus. Now, after you graduate college and you go out into the real world, it's very hard to get access to like-minded individuals. That's why you see people join expensive country clubs or go to expensive gyms, just to get access to people around them who are like-minded, who are ambitious, and who want to be successful in business. But in college, that kind of comes along with the deal, right? That comes along with the tuition payment that you make. Don't look at that payment as just what I'm going to learn in class, right? Think about it as, now I have access to a lot of resources, and best of all is the potential network that you can build. If you look at many successful founders, many successful CEOs, and I'm not talking about they make a couple $100K a year, they make $1 million or $2 million a year. I'm talking about the billionaire CEOs. You'll find that most of them either started founding their business in college, or they connected with their co-founder or worked with people who were with them in college to start building up the business. A lot of the times they'll drop out to go completely focus on the business, but many times they'll stay in contact with a very close-knit network of people who, as they're going through college, as they graduate, they kind of go all into that business. And I'm realizing it now more than ever, it's very hard to find ambitious people around you. Right? Not everyone in college is going to be ambitious, but there's going to be many, many ambitious people in business schools who actually want to start a business and go into entrepreneurship, especially today. After you graduate and you go into the corporate 9 to 5 world, talking about business or entrepreneurship is almost like a taboo thing. People look at you like, yeah, whatever, like, I guess, but how am I going to get this next promotion? How am I going to earn like an extra 5,000 a year, right? They're very small minded. And I noticed this. I worked corporate for 2 years before leaving all that shit behind. And I would always talk to people about entrepreneurship, my business, and I want them to talk to me about their stuff, like what they have planned, what they got cooking up. I want to be excited for them. I want to see if we can, help each other out. Most of the time, they're like, yeah, like, I have a little side hustle, like, I sell this, and yeah, like, I'm trying to grow. They don't have that fire, that ambition, that desire. I don't know if it's just because the corporate world has them in such a tight grasp that they actually, like, they enjoy the catered lunches and the happy hours and the drinks after work, or they've just given up on their dreams, or what. Maybe it's the age, I don't fucking know. But when you're in college, you're going to have a bunch of people around you who are hungry, who are excited, and who are passionate. And right then and there, you can network with people who are in computer science. Boom, you got an app developer right there. You can network with people who are studying digital design to make your logos, to do all this. You can partner with people who are studying marketing and social media to handle your marketing. And then if you're the finance person, you could kind of sit at the top and handle all the money and the finance, and kind of the sit as like the CEO kind of role. But you never get access to that once you graduate, or at least it's not going to be as accessible, and it's not going to be as cheap. When you connect with someone, y'all are building something together. You're all broke, you're all hungry, you're all excited. After you graduate, it's all right, now put it down $100 an hour for this digital designer. So you have such a vast network that I didn't take advantage of, and I regret it every single day, because on every college campus, even if you're in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, there's most likely going to be someone in your class studying business who's going to go on maybe in 5, 10, 15, 20 years to become a multi-millionaire CEO. So that's number one. Number two is start a business. It's good to network. It's good to speak with like-minded individuals, but whether you do it with these people that you network with and you connect with, or if you just can't find anyone, do it yourself. Start your first business. Many people think, and this isn't even many people, it's what they make us think in college, is to start a business you need to study Porter's 5 forces, you need to do a whole bunch of legal shit, you need to study market conditions, study the market you're entering. Forget about all that. You're not building Amazon here, you're not building Unilever, you're not building Procter and Gamble. Just start some kind of business. Sell, I don't know, your used shoes, sell them on eBay, learn a little bit about e-commerce, start selling things that people need during the back to school season. Go onto Printify, put some designs on some tapestry, on some shirts, on some hoodies, whatever it is, and just go out there and try to sell it. Business, and I always use the analogy of fitness, business is just like fitness. You can sit there and study kinesiology, health science, food science, exercise science, the perfect angles to work out at. That's all great, right? That's all nice, amazing. You can study sleep, all of it is great. If you're not putting that into practice, your body's still going to look like shit. You can study fitness and exercise and health for 20 years, but if you don't work out consistently almost every single day during those 20 years and eat good every single day during those 20 years, it's nice that you have a bunch of knowledge, but you haven't applied it. We can't see the results on you. You haven't actually done anything with that knowledge. And business is the exact same way. You're gonna sit there in business class after business class after business class, and I'll be straight up, we take a bunch of useless classes in college to fulfill the requirement. Like I was taking astronomy, bio. Why was I doing that? It had nothing to do with what I actually wanted to do, but that's a different story. You need to apply everything that you learn into real life, into business, because it is going to teach you lessons that you can only learn through experience. It is going to teach you lessons, and you're going to learn things that even your professors, if they've never started a business, they just like to talk about business theory and economics, they're not going to know, and they're not going to be able to teach you. Like I learned so many things when I first started doing print on demand like 2 years ago. You learn how to deal with, you order in samples and the sample is fucked up. All right, now you just lost that money. Let's see how we can recover. Once you start holding inventory, which I experienced this year, it's like, damn, you order all this inventory, there's the potential it doesn't sell. So you need to make sure you're ordering inventory at the right times, staying in stock with the right products. You might get the inventory and then it's damaged. So now you lost a whole bunch of money. And only experience is going to teach you how to deal with that stress. The books aren't, the homework isn't, the projects that we do or the case studies that we do or the simulations, they're not real life. Real life business is experience, and you don't have to think of it as this huge thing that you need to build. Like I said previously, many people kind of overblow it, but right when you start selling, like not even, I recommend e-commerce. There's a low barrier to entry. Printify allows you to sell stuff without even putting designs on it. You can just set up a free email marketing platform like MailChimp, where you don't even gotta pay because you're gonna have such little profiles. You're gonna learn about email marketing, you're gonna learn about social media, how to set up a Shopify site, how to create content that sells, how to sell products that sells, put into practice everything you've learned about branding and marketing, and you are going to be miles ahead of even your 60, 70-year-old professors. Because business is experience. At the end of the day, it's not reading, it's none of that. You can go to college for 20 years to study entrepreneurship, you're still not an entrepreneur. And right when you start this business, your mindset is also going to change. Because as I always say, I never look at my business as a side hustle or something small, or yeah, I'm like trying to sell. No. Right once you set up your website, once your business is set up, and I don't mean you need to go get an LLC and register and all this, no. Right when you have a platform where people can come purchase from you, you are now officially an entrepreneur, and you've acquired a label that all these other college students around you kind of fear or look at as something that's unachievable. You are an entrepreneur. Imagine if you start e-commerce freshman year of college and you're networking with people around you, maybe have someone redesign your website for you. You have someone create content. You have a bunch of, if you sell products for girls, you have a ton of girls around you to help you create the content. Give them $20, something like that, and have them create your content for you. Like, the opportunities are so endless. You're literally in the perfect place to start your business. And best of all, if you do Printify, if you do print on demand in general, it doesn't cost you anything to start. Right? Shopify website, you can get $1. You can get 3 months for $1 each month on Shopify. You can buy your samples off Printify without any inventory or anything. Email marketing, you can set it up for free. And I'm just looking back, like, they never taught us any of these things about entrepreneurship in college. So avoid the growing pains that you go through after you graduate and just start it then and there. They never had a single class about e-commerce. They never told us how to set up a Shopify website. They never told us how to do email and SMS marketing. They never told us how to create content that actually sells, like in the real world, not simulations and doing presentations and stuff, but like real stuff in the real world, actually get sales and make money. Like, if you start freshman year with e-commerce, by your senior, you might even end up dropping out. I don't know, but by your senior year, I don't recommend dropping out. By your senior year, you will have made 100K, 200, maybe 300K. Paid all the tuition, graduated with no debt, nothing. And you would have gained 4 years of experience. Like, damn, I regret it so much. I look back, and obviously I'm still young now. At this point, I really have no regrets because I've been able to go full time into this, and I left the 9-to-5 life and all that bullshit. But man, if I did that in college, I would have had 6-7 years of e-com experience at just 24 years old. You need to jump on that. These things, they're not going to tell you. They're going to have you taking astronomy classes, biology classes. Fuck all those. Just go to the class, do the bare minimum to get a B, but focus on taking advantage of the network. Maybe you'll have professors who were entrepreneurs. Connect with them, show them that you're actually doing something, you're not just speaking theory, and all these things are going to really set you up for success. And last but not least, have a vision for your future outside of the corporate 9-to-5 life. Because let me tell you, I worked corporate for 2 years and it was the most miserable experience ever. Now, I will say there is a pro to it, and this is mainly because I didn't start entrepreneurship early on, but the pro is that it gave me enough money to start my business, to start actually, I bought inventory over this past, but honestly, that didn't even come from the 9-to-5. It came from the money I had made previously. But anyways, have a vision, have an idea of how you're going to escape. And if you follow the first 2 things I said, you're going to probably be able to escape the 9-to-5 right after graduating. But if not, at least have an idea of where you want to be, because like I said, it is a miserable existence. I was waking up every single day, and I look back and I'm like, I was wasting so much time. There's the time that you commute that they don't pay you for. There's a time in those stupid meetings that are just a waste of everyone's time, or you don't contribute, you just sit there and listen, right? Like, it is such an absolute waste. And honestly, college programs our mind and it sets up our mindset to prepare for the 9-to-5 life, right? To enjoy the whole network so that you can meet someone at a company to give you a job, network so you can get an internship. For me, like, let's flip that all the way around. Let's use college to network, to start a business, to go into entrepreneurship, and change the mindset from when I graduate, I need to have a job set up for me. Change it to when I graduate, I need to have my business set up for me. Like, that right there is what I wish I did, especially in business. And you're gonna know if you've probably already started looking for jobs or internships. The market is horrible right now, but you know what the market is never horrible for? Entrepreneurship. There's always a business out there. There's always new businesses coming up every day, making millions of dollars. So if you have the vision, your entrepreneurship journey vision from when you're a freshman or sophomore or junior, you're even going into your senior year, you're going to have a long time to set yourself up for when you graduate, while all your colleagues who, they're killing themselves trying to get a job, to hopefully make 50K a year, to maybe get some experience on their resume, or maybe take a job that pays like 45K a year just to gain experience, or even graduate and just get an unpaid internship to gain experience. You're going to be set up with your business, because trust me, I graduated I went out there and I was like, whoa, I got a job at a really big company. I got a job at Oracle. I was like, whoa, I'm going to be doing sales at Oracle. This is going to be so amazing. I'm going to meet so many people, gain so much experience, network. Bro, the salary was $50,000 a year. Like, they're taking advantage of recent college graduates to pay you a shit salary so you can just barely pay back your student debt, so you can barely survive. So after 2 to 3 years, you finally get a promotion. You finally make 90K a year, which barely adjusts to inflation. Maybe after 5, 6, 7 years, you start making over 100K. That's not the life that you want for yourself. And if you watch this video, I know that's not what you want, but you can set yourself up to when you're graduating, your business is already printing 100, 200, 300K a year. You're still young, you're still energetic, you're still ambitious. And for me, I was able to escape kind of early. I only had to work for 2 years, but for you, you graduate and you don't even have to waste those 2 years. All right, when we have in our early 20s, when we have the most passion, we have the most ambition, the most energy, our minds are the brightest, like we're ready to work and build something for ourselves. You can literally work 10, especially if you're a freshman right now, well, obviously balancing it out with your school workload and stuff like that. But let's say you just graduated and you've been working on your business for 3, 4, 2 years. You graduate and now you have all the time in the world to work 10 hours a day. You can work 10 hours a day on your business. And I know you're going to look at that and be like, damn, that's a lot. Like, do I want to do that? You're going to want to, because it's your business. You either choose to do that, start early while you're in college, graduate, continue to work on your business while you're young, or you go and you waste 50, 60 hours a week working for someone else to make a shit salary. And you're like, no, like the workday is 40 hours a week. It's not actually 60. If you do anything like sales or anything like finance to make more than the average right out of college, or even accounting, you're going to be working way more than 40 hours a week, my friend. You are going to be exhausting yourself. You're going to be giving your early 20s to someone else. Time is money. And it's worth more than money. Actually, these early 20s are priceless. Our time right now, per hour, per minute, is priceless. And you are going to set yourself up for tremendous success if you follow everything I told you in this video. Like, this is exactly what I wish I watched. If I watched this right at this point as I was going into college, it would change my life forever. And I didn't even mention all the basic things like don't do drugs, don't become an alcoholic, and don't become a nicotine addict. Obviously, exercise, eat good, take care of your diet, socialize here and there, but don't waste your time. All those things are obvious. I'm not gonna bore you with that. But this right here, this is the protocol for anyone who's going to college who wants to be an entrepreneur. This is more than you're going to learn in any entrepreneurship class. So anyways, if you want to actually know more specifics about how to start an e-commerce business, there's a huge opportunity right now called TikTok Shop that I made a whole bunch of videos about. If you want to learn how to set up print on demand, I made many videos about that. And if you want one-on-one coaching, you will find my coaching link down below in the description. You will also find my one-on-one consultation link. Thank you for watching this video. Best of luck, and I hope to see you become the next multi-millionaire college dropout. I'm out.